Você disse que era meu, mas caiu na mentira. Tô de salto alto, vou deixar você na mira. Na mira. Na mira. Na mira. Na mira.
So welcome back to another video. This is your host with the most, Cringe Copy One here, and today we got chapter 196 called Stories. As we left off, Prince menacing looking at Yukimiya blocking the shot. He's like, the ball touched he's like, the ball splits the touch line. He's like, thanks to Chris Prince's ultra block. He's like, Kenya Yukimiya's solo shot was trapped, and then goes back to Ego and none other than Nanri-chan. I see the most. All right, let's go. He's like, it's so close, she says. He's just like, Yukimiya can almost scored a super goal after getting past 6 players. He's like, but Chris Prince is really playing for the keeps. He's like, this game is heating up. He's like, while he was busy dealing with the last 2 and taking on Chris Prince one-on-one, the defense would have moved back to block him. He's like, anyway, he had basically no chance of scoring a goal. He's like, what? He's like, actually, it's good that it was blocked. He's like, if he scored just now, it would have been just as dangerous as the previous goal. As he literally states, he's just like, you mean Nagi's goal? He's like, dangerous. He's like, yep. He's like, that damn inhuman goal. As he states, he's like, what do you mean? That was amazing. It's blowing up all over social media. They're like, Nagi is the best in the world, or that goal was out of the century. He's like, that goal, was the goal of the century. He's like, oh yeah. It's like, for me, that goal gave me nothing but discomfort. He's just like, as he keeps thinking, he's just like, what do you mean? He's like, a goal is a goal, right? He's like, but we're building strikers here. He's like, it has 0 reproducibility. He's like, she's like, what? He's like, Nagi Seireel's talent surpasses most of humanity. You could even say things are going too well for him, but any achievements beyond their talent bring the danger of ruination. Which is basically, we see a picture of Nagi's, a bunch of comments saying Nagi's Japan's best. He's like, damn, can't we just call him the world's best striker already? Did you see that goal? He's a genius. The guy, he's like, my country this, my country that. He's just like, Nagi's deep ego is about to be tested. He's like, that's why things turned out the way that they did with Yukimiya. He's just like, in the current state of the scoring a goal by himself would have been a miracle, but there's one reason that Yukimiya's failure is his self-esteem is too high. And then Henri's like, but he's a striker, of course, he's confident. As she starts thinking, you're drinking all of the broth. And it's just like, there's a difference between confidence and solidarity. He's just like, he's like, what that idiot is doing is hopelessly trying to believe the story where he's the hero. Success never comes to those who are drunk on their own stories, which we get the name of the chapter right there. He's like, do you know what Blue Lock is composed of? My story of creating the world's best striker. He's like, in your story of the World Cup victory plus. He's like, and your story of the World Cup victory plus the story of Japanese soccer fans wishing that, as well as the stories of the lumps of talents here. He's like, all of those stories intersect each other. He's like, success lies in intersection between your own stories and others. He's like, don't get drunk on yourself. Don't get scared of the world. Now, you lumps of talent, show me how you can spin together the stories that have fallen on the field. As we see Isagi coming up straight up to Yukimiya, he's just like squaring the fuck up, bro. He's just like, hey, bro. He's like, have you lost your damn fucking mind? He's like, I would have scored there if you hadn't stolen it. And he's just like, you gotta be crazy. He's like, he's like, well, it was definitely close. He's like, your luck ran out once Chris showed up. He's like, let's change how we fight. He's like, team up with me, Yukimiya. He's like, we'll both benefit for that. He's like, the most rational thing for us. He's like, with me as the nucleus, Corona on the left and you on the right, he's like, we'll have a much higher chance of keeping our structure all the way to the goal. He's like, Corona on the left and he's on the right. He's just like, but now that they all saw the way you shot, they'll be on guard against you. He's like, so we'll use that against it. He's like, help me out. He's like, nobody will be ready for us cooperating, so we can probably get through. He's like, if I score, it'll count as an assist for you, and if and that would carry over to the next match. He's like, that has the highest probability of success, and is the most realistic option right now. As he starts thinking, and then Yukimi is like, quit running your mouth. He's like, realistic probabilities, like, I don't live as truly as you do. He's just like, I'm going to die alongside my goals. He's just like, this is a trial that only I can overcome. He's like, you say that, but Chris and Noah and Kaiser and me are here. He's like, this isn't a place where you can get away with such a self-centered story. He's like, if you don't quit being so stubborn, it'll all end for you here. He's like, do you want or working with me is clearly the best option. He's like, just like that, you devour people's story. He's like, but you're only thinking about how you'll be the best in the end, right? I can finally see it. He's like, you're just exactly the damn self-serving shithead as Kaiser. And he's like, what? He's just like, if only shrewd bastards like you two get rewarded, then this world is messed up. And he's like, it's just like, at times like this, you're still having such childish thoughts. He's like, I for one don't want to live in the world as masturbatory narcissists like you. He's like, keep dreaming all alone while you drown in your sinking ship, says Isagi. Holy shit. Let me read that shit back. He's like, I for one don't want to live in the same world as masturbatory narcissists like you. He's just like, keep dreaming all alone while you drown in your sinking ship. Holy crap. That is the end of chapter 196 of Blue Lock, as we see a face-off at Isagi and Yukimiya there at the end of that chapter, which is actually fantastic. You know, Isagi had to put his gloves up. He had to do what he had to do, and that was the end of that. Well, I will catch you guys in chapter 197. Leave a like, subscribe for more, and I will see y'all in the next one. This is always your host with the most, Cringe Goppy One here, signing out.
君の虜になってしまえばきっとこの夏は充実するのも